Welcome to the show. Today we have assistant coach Matt Hibbitts on the show to wrap up the 2012 Rover baseball season. This is In the Saddle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to the show. Today we have assistant baseball coach Matt Hibbitts on the show to talk about the season. Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Oh, anytime. Well, wanted to talk about the season. It was a pretty good season. Regular season's over. Tell me about it.
We actually started off really slow. I think at one point in time we were 11-13. A little bit, disappointed on how things started out. But in our last 22 games, I think we went 16-6, which is, a really good comeback. Ended up 27-19 and tying the school record for the most wins in conference in a year with 17. So we're pretty happy with it and excited to get ready for the conference tournament.
Well, and that's definitely a big accomplishment in this conference. We have several teams in the top 25, so right. Definitely.
Yeah, I think the top 7 teams all had winning records in the conference, which is, pretty dang impressive. And I think 3 teams are in the top 25 with 1 receiving vote. So it's a tough conference, and I think we did pretty well.
We definitely had some standout athletes. We had Jared Kuhn was named Player of the Week twice this season, and right. Eddie Cervantes was named Pitcher of the Week just this week.
Right.
So tell me about those 2 players.
Jared Kuhn's been swinging the bat really all year. I think he's hitting over 400 right now, has 10 or 11 home runs. You got Heath Wilda, who's hitting over 400. Plenty of other guys that are hitting around 350. I know Owen Adams has been swinging it of late. He's been doing really well. Brian Vigo. Rob just came back from injury. He's been hitting well. So it's been pretty much Zach Gonzalez. You can keep naming guys, but it's been a real team effort. Being able to score some runs. And Eddie's been pitching really well. He threw a shutout on Saturday, I think it was. So it's been fun these last 22 games to see these guys really start to gel together and play well as a team. So.
Definitely. Let's talk about that shutout, that OBU game. It was kind of an interesting game, and just go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, I think Thursday we out-hit them by 4 or 5 hits, and they beat us 6-4. Saturday, Eddie's game, they had 7 or 8 hits, and we had 1 hit, which was a home run by Jared Kuhn, and we beat them 1-0. And then we lost again the next game right after that, but we out-hit them by 4 or 5 hits. So it's just kind of a battle to see who was going to, get it done, and we played really good defense behind Eddie. I think we turned 2 or 3 double plays. It was a real fun game to watch. So.
Well, it's definitely a rare instance to have a team that lose their one hitter.
Exactly, and it's tough to beat OBU too. I think they're ranked 8th in the country. So it was a big win for us, and we were really happy about it.
One of the goals at the beginning of the season was to make it to the conference tournament, and we're entering 6th seed, and of course we're going to face some tough opponents. So.
Yeah, I think we play Rogers State tomorrow. We got OBU the next day, and then St. Gregory's, who we've all beat. So, we know that we can beat them, but I think it's going to be tough to go in there. It kind of depends on, how excited we are to play. If we do everything that we need to do, play really hard, like Coach Ross says, play with your hair on fire, I think we got a good chance of winning some games. And if we kind of go in there and, aren't ready to go, we have a chance to get beat. So it all depends on us. We know how to beat the teams, but we got to go in there and do it.
Well, it's definitely tough that we're in a bracket playing in Shawnee against OBU and St. Gregory's, who both are home in Shawnee. So
I think that's kind of the fun thing of sports, though, going into a place that's not your own and beating that team. So I think that's the exciting part, and I think we get OBU under the lights too, which if you're not a baseball guy, playing under the lights is the funnest part about it. So I think it'll be exciting, and I think we got a chance to do pretty well.
You played baseball in college. Now you're a coach. But I hear you come from kind of an athletic family. Your dad was a collegiate athlete as well.
Yeah, You know, my dad played college table tennis. So, I mean, you know, he's an athletic guy. He was a scratch golfer, and, you know, he taught me a lot about the game and a lot of different sports. But, yeah, he played college table tennis at Portland State in Oregon for a year, and then he actually is in a table tennis league right now who has rankings and stuff like that. They have different types of leagues, and he really enjoys it. So he gets hooked on a sport, and he sticks with it and ends up being pretty dang good at it.
I didn't even realize table tennis was a
I didn't either,
sport.
I didn't either, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, it was like a secret society. I went home for Christmas break, and you go into the back of this bar, and there's 4 tables set up, and there's 20, 30 guys just getting after it back there playing some ping pong. So it's pretty cool, actually.
And how are you at ping pong?
I'm okay. He beats me, but I'm okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the show, and thanks for such a great season out of the Drovers.
Yep.
Now it's time for Fan of the Week. Each week we'll pick our Fan of the Week who wins an awesome t-shirt and is recognized on our show and on our Facebook page. Last week's Fan of the Week was our former host, George Plummer. Again, congratulations. And this week's Fan of the Week is Shannon Rigsby. Congratulations. Well, that's our show. Make sure to check the USAO Sports website for details on Senior Athletic Conference tournament schedules and results for both baseball and softball. We're going to be wrapping up softball next week, so don't miss it. We'll see you then on In the Saddle.